Let's now speak to a security analyst on this, and Saani Adib joins me via phone for a conversation on this. Thanks so much for your time on Newsnight.
My pleasure.
All right, so we've heard from the chairman of ECOWAS, President Akufo-Addo. We've also heard from the president of ECOWAS and the ECOWAS Commission. What have you to say about the statement they've issued so far?
Well, I am absolutely gobsmacked and disappointed that it took them so long to issue their statement. As a matter of fact, some of us were vociferous in our call for a statement to be issued, at least. If it is not a scathing critic of what is going on, but at least we call for calm. But like I always say, it's better late than never. However, I expect that efforts aimed at managing the situation go beyond just the issuing of statements, because it's quite obvious that the youth, especially in Nigeria, have lost confidence in the system. They have lost confidence in the process. As a matter of fact, SARS has been disbanded 4 times in 2017, 18, 19, and just recently it has been disbanded, and a new force called SWAT has come into being. And the most intriguing part of it is former members of SARS are now part of SWAT. So like I described it, it's the same appeal, just that it's in a recycled bottle. As a result, I expect that ECOWAS would play a very central role in bringing peace to that area, because there's a need for a third neutral force to come in and mediate, to come in and pressure the government into at least, if not accepting all of the demands, but some of the demands of the protesters, but of particular interest and importance is justice for people who have been affected by the brutality of SARS going forward.
All right, so in dealing with this matter, what specific areas would you recommend that a Nigerian government focuses on?
Well, first and foremost, they have to listen to the people. They have to disband, the special, police unit altogether. And secondly, they have to give justice, to people who have been affected by the brutality. But going forward, you see, Nigeria represents a classical case of a government or a country that is so rich in mineral resources, oil reserves, yet it is so poor, because after Nigeria has the second largest number of people living below the poverty line than any other country in the world. Over 80 million Nigerians are impoverished. No wonder there's quite, a considerable number of crime syndicates who are very specialized in the trafficking of weapons, in the trafficking of drugs, and even humans in Nigeria. The crime rate in Nigeria is so high because of these socio-economic and geopolitical fundamental issues that the government is failing to address. So let me say it emphatically that what is going on in Nigeria goes beyond just SARS. It is a way of venting their frustration, their disenchantment over years of mismanagement, no administration. So going forward, in as much as it is important to heed the demands of the protesters, the government should also give priority to fighting corruption, nipping it in the bud. They also have to deal with the socio-economic issues in Nigeria, especially job creation. Their educational system is in tatters. Electricity supply is very bad in Nigeria. They have to deal with these socio-economic issues. So going forward, there can be a sustainable means to addressing the myriad of challenges that people, especially the youth, face in the country.
Okay, so how critical is an immediate resolution to this matter so far as the safeguarding the peace on the sub-region is concerned?
Well, that is a very intelligent question, to say the least. You see, Nigeria is ECOWAS in Nigeria. No wonder they have the largest number of parliamentarians within the ECOWAS parliamentary setup, followed by Ghana. Nigeria has played a very central position or role, I should say, in the formation of ECOMOC, which of course intervened in Liberia in 1990, it intervened in Sierra Leone, of course, in Guinea. Whatever happens in Nigeria has the potential of spilling over into other countries. Let us not forget that Guinea is in tatters. There's widespread protest in Ivory Coast because Alassane Ouattara is going for a third term. The northern Cameroonians want their Republic of Amazonia. We have issues of terrorism and so-called jihadism in Burkina Faso. The Sahel region is also bedeviled with militancy. So already the West African sub-region has, issues. And let me put it that way. And for Nigeria, which is a big brother, to add to that, would pose a catastrophic or cataclysmic, I should say, security threat to not just the country but the wider West African sub-region. Let's not forget that there are well over 1 million Ghanaians in Nigeria. Some figures have also put Nigerian population in Ghana at well over 3 million. If they further go down the path of chaos, the possibility of Ghanaians and Nigerians alike fleeing to Ghana is very high as an Anglophone country with quite a friendly business environment and quite peaceful as compared to other countries. And that would pose a bit of pressure, let me put it that way, on the Ghanaian authorities. Okay. And would also pose a security nightmare to Ghana as well. So there are implications for not just Nigeria but Ghana. And of course, what is going on would serve to inspire other countries, also taking to the streets to protest against all sorts of injustices. I mean, the Black Lives Matter protests in the US have inspired a lot of other, citizens from across the globe to also take to the streets to vent their frustration against human rights. And that's what is happening in Nigeria also has the possibility of inspiring other countries to take similar paths.
All right. Saani Adib, we'll definitely have to come back to you for more on this, but thanks so much for your time on Newsnight. So I have been speaking to Saani Adib. He's a security analyst. You're live on Newsnight with me, Fearful. So we go for a break and we're back shortly with more stories. Do stay.